Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I got these long, hot Italian frying peppers at Berkeley Bowl. I'm gonna, oh, they smell so good. I'm gonna fry them up and then just make a little sandwich. I have some sausage, peppers, and onions that I made yesterday. So I'm just gonna throw these on the sandwich with some sausage and some provolone cheese, and that's my lunch for today. So I'll take you over to the counter, show you the peppers, and then just show you how I fry them. It's really easy and delicious. Okay, so here are the peppers. Like I said, they're called long hot Italian frying peppers. They're meant to be fried. I guess you could eat them raw, but they definitely are much better fried. I just got about 10 of them. I'm not going to make a lot, but you could fry up a batch and throw them in the refrigerator. Just going to taste one. Yeah, hardly hot at all. So it's a very mild hotness. They kind of vary. Sometimes you might get some that are hot, but it just seems to me that they're not as hot as they used to be. Anyway, they're really nice fried and they're great on a sandwich. So let's go to the stove. I'll show you how I fry them up. Okay, so I have some olive oil and some safflower oil in my pan. I've started to heat it up on high heat, but I just turned it down to medium. It's starting to shimmer a little bit. And you want to make sure that your peppers are as dry as you can possibly get them, because any excess water on the peppers is going to splatter and just make a mess. I don't have many, so I can throw them all in the pan at the same time, but if you have a lot, you're probably going to have to do them in a couple batches. And basically, we just want to try to fry them on all sides until they start to soften up. You can see this one is, kind of curly, but once it starts to soften up, it's going to flatten out a little bit. I haven't taken the stems off or de-seeded them or anything. So you just put it in the peppers whole and let them fry. You could also roast them. If you're doing a lot, it might be easier just to roast them, put them on a baking sheet, spray them with some oil, and roast them at about 400 until they're at the level of doneness that you want. So I'm frying these on a gentle medium heat. You don't need to fry them too intensely. It's a gentle fry. They're starting to soften up. So you see that they just kind of turn brown. They're getting a little blistered. And as that happens, they just become really nice and soft. It smells great. Just want to be careful that you don't overcook them. You don't want to burn them. You just want a gentle char on them. This one is going to be a little bit of a problem. I might cut that just so that I can fry the whole thing. Also, usually when I'm frying things, I will usually cover the pan, but this time I'm not covering because you're going to get all that moisture in the lid, which will then come back down into the pan. And then when you lift the lid off, you're going to have oil splattering everywhere. So just be conscious of any moisture that you're putting into the pan. Like I said, make sure that the peppers are really dry. So I washed them a few hours ago, dried them, let them sit on the counter to make sure that they were really dry. They're looking pretty good. They are really softening up. There are just a few. This one's still a little bit on the hard side. So I think I'm gonna take the ones that are done out. And at this point, I will cover up the pan and just let those other ones cook until they're finished. Okay, the last few peppers are still in the frying pan. I've turned off the heat, just put the lid on the pan, and I'm going to let them continue to soften up. I don't really need that many for this sandwich. So I have some sliced sharp provolone, my peppers that are finished, and then I have some sausage peppers and onions that I made yesterday. So first thing I'm going to do is put a couple peppers on my sandwich. I don't take the seeds out, but I do want to take the top off. I thought I could rip that off, but cut it off. It's hot. Okay, this one has a nice kick to it, so that's going to be good. I think one is probably enough, but just to make sure, I'm going to put 2 peppers, throw my cheese on here. I salted the peppers, and then I'll take a piece of sausage. Just going to slice it a little bit. When I made this, I wanted it to have a little bit of a kick to it. So I put 1 jalapeno in. It's basically 2 sweet peppers and an onion. And then this is the flavor, is the peppers and the onions that I fried with the sausage. And there it is, lunch. Okay, here we go. So I have sausage, peppers, and onions with fried long hot and some sharp provolone cheese. So good. The fried hot has a really mild kick to it, but it really bumped this sandwich up to the next level. Provolone is nice and salty. The sausage is great. It's just Italian, sweet Italian sausage from Trader Joe's. And it's a nice crusty baguette. Very good. So try it. Fry up some peppers. If you can't find these long hots, those Japanese shishito peppers, can kind of work. It's a very similar type of pepper. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit crispier. But if you fry them gently, you can use them in the same way. So it's really great just with a piece of bread, some fried peppers, maybe fry an egg, put some cheese, play with it. It's just a nice little condiment, something to give your sandwich a little bit of an oomph if you're looking for something different. All right, that's all for now. I'm going to enjoy my sandwich and I'll see you next time. Remember to like this video and subscribe. Bye.